What up, y'all? It's Crambo's car review. Um, Today we're gonna be reviewing a few issues of a character that I like a lot. His name is Impossible Man. He's really fucking weird. You know what I mean? He's super duper cool. In my mind, I think he's collectible. Don't mind the Hellboy Jr. We'll review that some other time. But yeah, I like to pick up really cool Marvel titles, and I believe that the Impossible Man is a character that is highly underrated, highly overlooked. He's a mischief maker, not really like a villain that wants to take over the world or the universe or anything like that or such. I think he's just wants to exist and just do his own thing. And everyone kind of has to bow to his kind of will, or they just get messed up. You know what I mean? Because they just try to bully him, and he can't be bullied. He's the Impossible Man. He can't be bullied. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he's got some cool couple issues that they put out that are all about him. And yeah, don't ask me why I got two copies of Fantastic Four number 176 with the Impossible Man. I mean, I was just trying to find the right quality. This one's kind of like bent, you know what I mean? Got some spine curvatures of the apertures, you know what I mean? So like, I didn't want to, it just is what it is, man. When you buy issues everywhere, man, this shit, some of them is just fucked up. But like, this one's not bad, but it's, I wanted to get one where it won't bent, curvature bent. But anyway, what am I doing? All right, so like, Impossible Man, he's this impossible alien from the planet Popup. Like, Populus is people is all exist in his brain and his consciousness. He let Galactus eat his planet so that he could save Earth in one of the issues of Fantastic Four, which is kind of cool. I mean, he saved Earth. He's like a hero. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't even really a villain in some aspects. He's kind of a fucking hero. You know what I mean? Like, let's be for real. And in the Fantastic Four issue, they go in there and he just wants a comic book made out of himself. Like, he's jealous of all the other comic book characters, and he bursts into Stan Lee, Jack Kirby's office, and he demands that they make a comic book about Impossible Man. But this they already have. It was the worst selling issue of Fantastic Four ever. That's according to Stan Lee. But Impossible Man's cool as fuck, man. Like his comics are entertaining. This right here is the Impossible Man Summer Vacation Spectacular. And it's a pretty good comic. It's, top notch. I like it a lot. It has a bunch of stories of Impossible Man. And then they have number 2 with the Summer Vacation Spectacular. This is the number 2. These came out a long time ago. 1991. But they're really, really, really good. If you find them, pick them up. They're kind of rare. I mean, I don't see them too often, but the ones I saw, I bought, so they're not there no more. And I go to a lot of comic book shops, so I don't really see these too often. So in my mind, I think you should pick one up. I mean, I know online you could probably get one for $5 or something. It's kind of like the going price for these, unless you find like a gem or something that somebody CG did or something. I don't know if that's worth money, but they're not really like worth money per se. They're just really cool and entertaining. Like he just fucks with everybody. He fucks with one of my favorite fools in all of Marvel, Doctor Doom. Doctor Doom is annoying. He infects Doctor Doom's armor. It's pretty cool. With his with this entire race of people, they just infect his whole armor and start living in Doctor Doom's armor and shit, and freaks Doctor Doom out. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and he has to like figure out how to fix it, but he can't, because Impossible Man cannot be stopped. So he invited Impossible Man to stay in his armor, which is kind of weird. Um, because I guess because he just wanted more power. Doom's all about more power. Like he's like the Tim Allen of Home Improvement. He just wants more power. You know what I mean? Like, arr, arr, arr. You know, that's Doom. And he solved the power in Impossible Man's powers, and he was like, well, they live in my suit. He might as well stay and just join me, join Doom. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of weird, but I understand why he did it. And Impossible Man was like, fuck that, bro. You're fucking boring, dude. Like, you live in a castle. This is all like cool and all, but this is boring as fuck. I'm not staying here. Like, this is cool for now. And he bounced out on Big Doom. And Doom was kind of like, what the fuck? But then he became Dr. Doom's cape at the end and smiled at everybody. So it was kind of weird. Like, he can become any inanimate object. He can just pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants to do. It's pretty cool. I like it. It's different. You know what I mean? And if any of y'all are looking to be entertained by Impossible Man, I believe that you should be, because it's pretty cool. I'm collecting everything Impossible Man. There's not too much. There's the Fantastic Four issue. It's probably, I can get like a crap copy for like a couple $100, few $100. I'll probably do that eventually, but I got a couple copies of each of these. I don't know why, but I just do. And yeah, I highly recommend them. And also he also messes with the X-Men in this issue in the annual. So he's kind of like an annual guy, and he's also in the new Thing Marvel 2-in-1 with Thing. They had a special, and he was the whole reason why the Thing was dealing with his entire friends and everybody were robots and stuff, and he invented an entire Earth just to trick Thing when Thing was coming back to Earth. It's kind of interesting story because I like the Thing and I like Impossible Man, so I picked it up. It was kind of like he wasn't even advertised in the book, but he was at the end. It was like the giveaway that he was responsible. I might review that issue another day, but it's pretty cool, man. Pretty much like he can become anything, and it's like interesting. So if you're ever looking for a character to fucks with, you know what I mean? Fuck with Impossible Man. He's dope. So let's open this up and see exactly how dope he is. And look at this old ass comic book. Alright, right here. And here we go. Like, he's crazy as shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, and the people that draw, man, it's pretty good art too. Like, it's pretty neat looking art. Like, he can create 9 billion forms of sentient life. Like, all these people he just created, they all are from Pop-Up, but the planet was eaten by Galactus, and it gave Galactus universal gastrointestinitis or some shit. Made him shit everywhere as he was going through like cosmic space, holding his stomach like, ugh, like all fucked up. You know what I mean? And yeah, I mean, this issue's pretty cool, man. He fucked with Spider-Man. Like, Spider-Man looks cool in this. He don't look like his whole neck bone is broke. He don't look like he don't got no hips like some people draw him, like hip bones. But he can turn into anything. And it's pretty cool. Anybody remember this Wrath of the Black Manta? I never played that shit. I have no idea. I was from that area and we didn't play that. We don't know what the fuck that is. But they always advertise it. He goes to the Fantastic Four building to fuck with them because that's who he likes to fuck with usually. But they won't dare. They was in space or some shit. Or I don't know why he didn't know that, because he just should know everything. But like, now he gonna fuck with Spider-Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he gonna imitate Spider-Man villains and shit for no reason and just try to body Peter Parker as a joke. Like, that Peter Parker's like, fuck that, bro. Like, this Impossible dude is a fucking nuisance, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then he turns into a fucking Automan. Like, get the fuck out of here. Spider-Man's like, this is fucking stupid, dude. Like, that's why I like Impossible Man, because he's so stupid. Like, it's all dumb as fuck. Like, his whole race is just like, what he cares about is not something that we understand. Like, it is insane. This one's like an impossible female chick. Like, from. It is Impossible Man, but like he's female in this, like with a baby. It's all weird because he can become anything. So I guess this is what he became. He became, you know, and he's trying to show Quasar that you know what I mean, that he needs to stop being so fucking whack, bro, and serious. So homeboy lightened up and he started popping popcorn, which makes no fucking sense. He's popping the shit out of this corn. And the cool thing about this combo is it's not fucking serious whatsoever. You can go into it and just be like, yeah, that's neat. You know what I mean? And look, they got like cool little games in it and cutouts and shit ideas. It's just pretty neat comic book. I highly recommend both parts. He goes and fucks with Doc Strange, and Doc Strange is like, man, fuck this. I've heard of you fools. You suck. No one really likes this character at all in Marvel. They all just look at him like he's a fucking nuisance and shit. Like bro, when Impossible Man is in the house, like, motherfuckers have headaches and shit. Like the Crimson Bands of Sidorak can't even stop this fool. You know what I mean? Like and he also he's like, hey man, like I'm gonna do a sleep spell on this motherfucker. Like, go to sleep, Impossible Man. And he's like turns into a television. He's like, what? Nice try, fool. Like sleep spells? You want a real sleep spell? Like, I'm a television. I'll put you to sleep now. Go in front of. I'll put you to sleep. Which channel you want? And he has every channel, every kind of thing you could think of from back in the day to watch. And like, nothing works on this fool. That's why it's cool. Like, you could, like, I don't even know if Doctor Strange can even time displace this dude or like put this dude in some other realm or some shit. I don't know if he can do that. But then at the end, like, he claims to put a spell on Impossible Man to make him leave. Like, but I don't believe that. I think he just, you know what I mean? See, he said, I see you place a silent spell of anticipation upon him. Like, but I don't believe. I think just he was done fucking with y'all because y'all were fucking lame. You got a weird minotaur and shit and an old dude in a cape. He was like, I'm fucking out of here, bro. Me and my dog gonna ride out of here, bro. Like, the fuck out of here with this shit. And then this is one of the funnier ones right here. He goes to a fashion show, you know, and he's the dress on the fashion model, like on her tit part, you know what I mean? And he pops off, and she's naked there. Pop, and it says, boop. Everything he does is popping, you know what I mean? Like, Impossible Man, let's be for real, he gets it popping. And like, she's all surprised, and then She-Hulk's pissed, like, damn it, I've heard about these green bastards. They could be related. And then he turns into all kinds of weird shit in front of her. And she's like, I'm not happy with this. And then, bam, pop. He pops it. He gets it popping again and pops an outfit on her. And she ain't digging that either because it's weird. Like, who wants an alien on them as their shirt or their bra or some shit? You know what I mean? Like, nobody's digging that. And then, you know, he turns into a bug. They can't do nothing. It's fucking weird. He turns into a bug. They catch the bug, and then, you know, he appears like some kind of weird looking kind of trans character. Like, he's male, female, and non-binary all in one. Like, it's kind of crazy, man. Like, this character's a shape-shifting weirdo. Like, let's be honest. The Punisher is about to punish some crime. You know what I mean? And like, he has no time to be fucking with some alien that's gonna do this to his guns. Like, he needs to punish these fools, and he steps out and it's like a flag that says bang. Like what the fuck? And then they got real. He don't even do that to their guns. Like, he's trying to get Punisher bodied, like, with mischief. It's fucking wild, bro. Like, I like the character, but that's kind of cold blooded. Like, he cares about like fucking with you too much. Like, he gets off on making your heart like almost having a heart attack or something. Like, because Punisher's like, fuck, man, this is like real in the field, bro. Like, what are you doing, you green scaly bastard? And then he kisses the Punisher, which is strange. You know what I mean? Like, and it has not just kiss, but like green goo flying off too. Like, disgusting. Like, fuck out of here, bro. I'd knock that fool out. Like, that's gross. And then he proceeds to almost get Frank Castle bodied, and then Frank Castle has to throw a grenade to body these fools to save his own life and Impossible Man's. Impossible Man's like, holy shit, you're really shooting guns at me? I was just playing. But look, like, you almost got me bodied, fool. And then he dodges every bullet and then turns into a cream pie and splatters all over Punisher. Like, I don't know if he's just gay for the Punisher or something, but the symbology of being cream pied by an alien is disgusting. Like, let's be for real. Then he takes off like a rocket and bounces. Like, leaving the Punisher in disgrace. Like, like he's been violated, bro. Like, I don't like that about this, but like, all in all, it's not serious, but like, who wrote this little mini story honestly wanted to homoeroticize the Punisher? Let's be honest. Like, you know, I read it a few times and I'm trying to like make it not homoerotic, but he cream pies him in the face. Like, the symbology of that is disgusting. Like that's Impossible Man's nut, bro. Let's be for real. When he explodes pies in your, he probably gets off on that shit. Like, let's be for real, and it's weird. You know what I mean? But all in all, Impossible Man's a cool character just because he's so different. You know what I mean? Than everything else that Marvel's ever like thought of or something. You know. And then you got the Impossible Man fucking maze where you got to get him through all this shit with Thanos and shit to his bitch over here so he can smash. Yeah, it's weird because he smashed himself because the wife is him. He made his wife, his kids. It's all strange. He floats in, like, this is the one I wanted to get to. He floats in to Doctor Doom's castle in Latveria. You know what I mean? He's pulling up on Big Doom, but he does it all weird, like some butterflies. Like, these 1,000 butterflies come in and shit. It's strange. And then he pops on in and he drops in with, like, almost like it's World War on the Doom with these little green tiny planes and shit. And Doom's like, I'm Big Bad Doom. This is, you know, Latveria. I rule everything, you know? And then the Bonk's adventure, brother. Like, who gives a fuck, man? Has anyone ever cared about Bonk and his stupid ass adventure? Nobody on the history of planets. Look, and then he rains green pop splash pea all over Doctor Doom just to infect his suit. Like, he gets into Doctor Doom's suit, you know what I mean? Like, through the little creaks and holes and shit. And then Doctor Doom's like, something's going on, and he hooks it up to a computer, and it's all just a bunch of pop-up stuff, like Impossible Man just doing different things. And he's like, what the fuck, this is happening in my suit? Like, this is crazy. And then, like, he discovers inside, they infect his suit, and he discovers that they have a whole society living inside of Doctor Doom. Like, it's weird. And he's like, what the fuck is this shit? And they're talking about, like, it's their clubhouse or some shit. Doctor Doom's like, hell yeah, I'm the master of this clubhouse. Because he wants more power, honestly. Like, he thinks that these creatures probably can help him, like, take over the world or some shit and kill the Fantastic Four properly. You know what I mean? And they're in like, because he's tripping. Like, this dude is obviously super powered, bro. Like, you got into my suit. This is next level. You should stick around with me. You know what I mean? And the dude's like, nah, man, you're fucking boring, bro. Like, you just hang out in a lab doing sorcery stuff and in a castle in the middle of area, man. We're not about that, bro. We're out, bro. And he bounces. And then he's like, fuck, man. Doom always has the last laugh. But he don't, because then he becomes Doctor Doom's cape. I mean, I'm gonna slow this Impossible Man review down because we head up on 20 minutes because I like to babble, but this comic right here is interesting, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck what no one says. This character's cool. Check him out. Please like and subscribe and share my shit. I'm just starting this channel, doing reviews on comic books and sidecars. I just don't give a fuck anymore. So, like, some could say that, you know, I'm the dopest of them all type thing. Like, when they have mirrors and shit, and I just push that bitch out the way, and they're like, Rambo's collection is the best. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here. And I'm out. That's Impossible Man's dick.